Welcome to Monday night. Again, it's just me. Hope you're having it. Hope you're doing it. Hope you're loving it. Yeah, so we're gonna do another thing today. Another thing that I've been putting off. Grave, thank you very much for being with me tonight. I appreciate you. Yeah, not much happening. Nice weekend. How about yourself? Hey, Card, how's it going? How's Chris? No idea. Might be good, might be bad. Hopefully good. We'll see. What's up, Gracie? How you doing? Yeah. So we're just gonna keep it relaxed tonight, right? That's how I do it. Oh, thanks, Gracie. Father's Day, I appreciate it. Too short. That's right. Always too short. I'm on day 4 of a day 5 weekend, so getting there, But yeah, Gracie, I appreciate that. Thank you. It was it was a good one. Happy Father's Day to all fathers out there. You know what? I've been a little off the grid yesterday. Yesterday was a tough day for me to get on the internet and all. So I did not see Card, but you can let me know today if you can see by the title wherever it is on here. Gonna do some work on this guy. You might be able to see him just hanging out there. Scorponok. So the work that we're doing, we're not going to do any stickers today, even though I believe I have stickers to put on him. Maybe not. You know what? I might have already done the stickers. I don't remember. But I'll tell you what, these stickers are pretty good if I did do these. No, these haven't been redone. I'll tell you what, putting these stickers on as a kid, I was on point. This was mine. I was on point. And they're in pretty good condition, despite this guy just being shoved in a box for, I don't know how many years, 30-something years till I broke them out. Yeah, let's see here. Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, PC Engine, nice. Yeah, Street Fighter 2, that's great. Good old TurboGrafx, right? Yeah, Scorponok, large and in charge. You're right. So yeah, this is Scorponok, large and in charge. If you remember, the first ever BorKen fixes was this guy. So this isn't even a bigger one. So I don't know who remembers the premiere episode of this bad boy, right? Little one, big one. So anyway, we're gonna get him back. So the third fix is gonna be Scorponok again. That's the way we're doing it. Yes, Nightbot. Look at Nightbot, killing it. Nightbot. Tomorrow is Team Up Tuesday. That's the way that's happening. Street Fighter month. Might be Street Fighter, right? We'll see. I don't know. I heard rumblings. Anyway, the problem with this guy, aside from the severe amount of dust, like I said, I had him since I was a kid. I remember going to Toys R Us and picking him out and getting them and loving them and all that stuff. Since I was a kid, at some point, if you notice here, a lot of my fingers were right-handed, right? So it's normal, right? Nobody's left-handed. Do you see the difference? Can you see the difference? Let's do a little bit of that. Check it. Upside down Scorponok. Tab, right? See this tab? See this tab? See this tab here? See it? Let's see if I can get it on. Right there. Tab. This guy doesn't have one. He's missing the tab here. It broke off. Sorry, up in here. It broke off years ago. And then not too many years ago, I had this on the shelf, and I think I was, you know, checking them out, or he tipped over or something like that. And if you notice, there's a tab here. This tab is gone. So I'm going to show you. Bink. There's the gun. See the tab? Right in the hole. So this is the one that came out of here. And for years, when I had this guy on display, I would hold him up, not unlike this. And now there's a ratchet in here, like that, see? And he kind of doesn't really hold the gun that well. And the reason why is because of the ratchet. So I would have to try to pry it in here without the ratchet moving. Ugh, see, the ratchet moved. To get him to hold it with friction. And just like that. And that's how I would have to have him holding it. And now this thing is like on the verge of going bink. Not unlike a real scorpion, right? This guy here, here's his little shieldy shield. And if you notice, what do you see in there? Bink. See it? That is the remnant of his little thing. So what I did, and I probably did this maybe like 3 years ago, maybe even longer. I think definitely over 3 years ago. Gosh, maybe like, holy cow, many years ago. I bought a donor. I bought this guy without a head. I think he has feet. He's actually in really good condition, and the thing is, when I restore a lot of my figures, if there's a problem with one of them, I don't care. Like, I don't care, as long as he's complete, and I'll donate this piece because I'll fix it, you know. But the thing is, this is mine, so all battle damage, you know, scratches, things like that, I did that. Like, that's mine. That's history. I won't take a better part off of this because it's not scratched or something like that. The only reason I'm going to do anything is because it's broken. It's literally broken. And we're going to fix it. So that's that. Let's see what we have here. Yeah. Yep, they snapped off. So if you notice, gosh. We got that. And we got that. Yeah, so this dude, right? Busted. But this dude, what's up? Has it. So, the innards, I'm going to keep the innards, mine. The only thing I'm replacing on this, since these tabs do exist here, I'm just going to replace this piece here. And then on this side, I guess I'm going to replace the outside piece, this outside piece, and I'm going to keep my claw. I'm not just going to take the whole thing and move it. I want my claw. That claw's, is it stressed? Not really, just extremely dusty. Thought maybe it was stressed and it would snap off at some point, but never really, since I don't hold my guns in my left hand, or my Scorponok's left hand, these haven't been used, I don't believe. Same with these two, so the only ones that would get stressed, you know, is this bad boy and that bad boy. So we're gonna see what we can do. Before I mess anything up, right hand, right? They are actually. Some of the newer figures, they'll actually take this and just reverse it and put it over here, so that way you get kind of holes on the front on one of the sides. But this was the 80s; they knew how to do things back then, and they're actually properly reversed. There are two screws in the back. Right here, see? There's a screw here, and there's a screw here, and here. And I don't know what I need to take out. I'm assuming for the one side, I'm gonna have to do this part. For the other one, I don't know. I might be able to just get away with that. We're gonna find out. Now, I'm gonna take all the parts off of my bad boy. I don't want anything to get more broken or ruined or whatever like that. So we're going to take his head off and stuff like that. And here's what we're going to do. Oh, the sticker on the back of mine. Look at this sticker. beautiful. Sticker on the back of the donor. Garbage. That's how I'm going to tell the two apart. I was going to make a mark on this one, but I don't need to. I don't want to get them mixed up, just in case. Anyway, Nestor, what's up? Lobsters. That's it. Yep. Green hot pink tells you it's 80s. Yeah. That's the truth. What's happening? Chill. Alright, so, the first one I'm going to start taking apart is the donor copy. Because in case I make a mistake, I will be able to correct it for my bad boy. My good boy. Mine. Check it. These are JIS screwdrivers. JIS. See it up there? Type. JIS type. Right there. You know why? Japanese industrial standard. Now, might not make that much of a difference on an old Hasbro toy, but if you do recall, these guys were made by Takara, which is a Japanese company. And the screws that are used on a lot of the newer figures, specifically, you get these ones that are Transformers, right? But they are, despite saying made in China, a lot of them you need to have the proper screwdrivers because the thread is slightly different and you don't want to tear up the screw heads. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. So, just to be safe, I'm going to use one of these bad boys. If it doesn't work, I'll use something bigger. But if the screws are properly tight, no good. Don't want to mess around with that. So, again, let's try to do the side with the shield first, because I might be able to get away with not doing too much. You know what I mean? A screwdriver, vodka and orange. There you go. Today, I'm drinking the Down Home Punch. A little JD. You know what I mean? Jetfire got at him. You're right. Jetfire and or Skyfire, right? So, take a swig of this little bad boy. Whoop, drop my screwdriver. Yeah, Japanese specific tools. It always helps. Always helps. Now these bad boys are rusty. I might have to do something, and I don't care if I strip the ones on the donor. Don't care. I might have to pull all of these screws out. There are screws all up in here, but the way this gets kind of, around the claw, I might have to pull all of it out. So we're gonna see. Now in the past, I've gotten donor copies like this, and everything is in really good condition on this. There's nothing wrong with this figure whatsoever, aside from the obvious, which is, little sticker wear, no head, right? No guns, anything like that, and chances are all the little radar pieces and stuff are missing there. But it's got all of his little flaps, everything, all these little guys. But I'm gonna say that I've gotten figures in the past. I think Skyfire or Jetfire was one of them, and you take what you need, and then you just resell it. Somebody else will take another part off of it or whatever like that. So, chances are I'll resell this, and somebody might buy it to get fix a broken leg or something, You never know. That's just the way it works. So, yep. I'm not going to use this screwdriver. I shall return. These screws are so rusty that I need a little something. I need a little something extra. Now, yes, I do need to take that out. Oh gosh. So, the original movie. Yeah. You're talking about the '86? Because if you're talking about the '86, I'm with you. I'm with you. I used to try to Frankenstein my own Transformers back in the day. I had broken figures and stuff, and I used to see if I could try to make a new figure. But that didn't Didn't really work out. You know, because unlike other things, Transformers need to turn into something. Holy cow. These things are tight. Got it. Got it. Alright, this is fairly easy. They're all the same screw so far, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Yeah, too Hollywood. You're right. You're right. Oh, let's see what this looks like here. I'm so curious to see what this looks like. All right. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Fairly simple. Nice. I like it. Okay. Here's his claw. Right. Still intact. Despite taking the screw out here, the rusty screw that was right in this bad boy. I took that out. There's a little spring here that holds tension. That's kind of cool. We don't need to worry about anything else with that. This piece will again go on top at some point. But what I do want to do is I'm going to have to take out, there are 2 more screws in here that I'm going to have to take out, and let's see how easy it is to replace this claw. Yeah, I've probably, gosh, because I'm trying to think of when I got this other Scorponok, and I don't think I got him in this house, and I've been in this house for 5 years, so it had to have been, you know, one of the old apartments I was in. All right, so here we go, inside the lobster's claw. All right, yeah, cool. So here's what you have making the ratchets, right? These little guys, you know, so they have these little, take one of these off, little teeths. See those little teeth? Right, you might be able to see it on the table a bit more. See those teeth? And then you see this, the little ridges inside here. What happens is they, you know, go up against each other like so, and as it goes click, 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 it ratchets it. So that's it. This is what we're looking at though. This piece here. Oh no, it's not. This is the other. This is the shield side. I want this piece. This is the one I want. So it's because my other one's broken. So I'm taking this whole entire piece. Yeah, so that's it. So I'm taking all that out because what did I say? I want my original parts. Want it. 86 Transformers movie. Yeah, it's good. Pre-ordered Aliens Dark Descent. Okay. Okay. Who keeps knocking? That's always knocking at my door, Slippy. Chris, hey man, you know? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I expect him to be here. I talked to him over the weekend and he was like, nope. And I said, okay. That's really all you can do, you know? So I want to move him over here without spilling my JD, because I don't want to do that. Put a little thingy thing down. So I got a lot of little parts over here. Don't care, you know? This is what it is. It's all good. But I'm gonna now gingerly take apart my OG and replace the claw. So let's take oh gosh, the other one was easier to take apart than mine. Holy cow. Alright, knocking sound every now and again. It's not happening now. Kids might be running around upstairs, you know, like they do. Holy cow, I cannot get that. Alright, I'm going to get another screwdriver. Yep. So forget all my little, you know, pretend teachings in the beginning. It just wouldn't worry about it. I knew yesterday was Dad Pride Day. I don't know about anything else. There's a day for everything. But happy Autistic Pride Day for everybody, if it pertains to you. I don't want to lose these screws. Anyway, you guys can't even see what the heck I'm doing over here. I'm unscrewing this dude's stuff. So these are my screws. Mine. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy because I loved Transformers back in the day, but I didn't see the movie in the theater. I watched it on a videotape. Went to my friend's house and, you know, he rented it, or on my recommendation, of course. I was highly influential, and I don't know where to put these. And we watched it, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I liked all the new figures. I believe. Oh god. Well, that happened. See, I moved it so it didn't spill, and now I just spilled it everywhere. Pull over. Here. Oh well. That's why you buy 12 packs, everyone. That's why I buy 12 packs. This. Whatevs. Alright. Back to it. Transformers Fraggle Rock. Yep. Fix it with booze. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Alright. This screwdriver's working perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. It's funny how I know for a fact that since this is the one that this is mine, I know this thing has never been opened since it was assembled at the factory. Isn't it crazy? Like, how many years ago was that? God, so many years, almost 40 years, I guess, that this thing, you know? And here I am. Who would have known? Somebody would have told me back in the day, one day you're gonna open this thing up and all that. Ooh. That's something I didn't do on the other one, was take this piece off. Look at the little nubby nub he's got there. Little nub. Ugh. Alright. Stand them up. Alright. Let's see what we got. This is how we're doing it. Now that everything's all sticky and gross. So look on eBay, probably in a month's time, for a sticky Scorponok. You know? Toys older than knockers. Yeah, see that? See that? I believe it. Alright, so here we go. This is all mine. Mine. This is the piece that I'm swapping out for the piece with the nub. Say it. New hotness. Old and busted. Get out of here. So we're gonna put it back together somehow. Like that. Can't see with this stupid stuff in the way, huh? Oh god. Something else fell. Oh, that was the mouse. That was the computer mouse. Who needs that? There you go. There you go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Let's move that back there. Scorponok smell like you. That's right. So we're gonna put this back on. Ugh. Now the fun part is gonna be this guy, because these little guys came off somehow. Well, I know how, but see, and then I got this one to take a look and see how they go on. Interesting. Highly peculiar. This is the old one. Either mine broke or they made a running change in the line. This bad boy is 2 pieces. Mine was only mine was 2 pieces. Interesting. This one is 1 piece. I don't know if it's broken or not. Huh. You know what? This one is opened up on one end and closed on the other. Mine is legit 2 pieces. But I can't tell if it's snapped or not. It looks like it might be. How about that? Interesting. Interesting. See what happens when you look at things? Got a broken Scorponok. Should have taken them back. Plastic surgery. Yeah, there you go, Slippy. I like it. Wow, Slippy, you know what yours looks like? Have you done this? Or are you following along? It doesn't seem like it matters because of the way it sits in there. Oh. Gotcha. The way it sits in there, saying what's up. It doesn't matter if it's 1 piece or 2 pieces. It really doesn't. So I'm going to keep my originals because that's how I'm doing things. And that's it. That's freaking crazy though. Alright. Where are you, Scorponok? Get back over here. Get back over here. Alright, so it's extremely dusty. Throw that back in there. I like them. I like them just like that. And put this little guy right there. If I'm not mistaken, they're supposed to be. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, that's gonna be a freaking fun one to put together. All right, there we go. Ugh. Alright, so we put this in together first, then we take this bad boy. I don't know. Put together. Get in there. Hope there were no other changes on this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Got it. Nope. What the heck? Oh, man. What could possibly go wrong? It's already, this is the first one. It's already looking freaking bad. How did this one work? One work like that. Oh, this screw is gonna go here. I get it. I freaking get it. Alright. I still have no freaking clue where this thing goes. Alright. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. I really don't. I know. I know. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. Darn it. Why am I so good at this? Scorponok, stay here. Get out of the booze. Here we go. Putting it back together. See that? You have to do this guy. Oh, watch this, watch this. Yeah, it works. That works. And now I can take this part, put this where it belongs, right here. Holy crap. And then put this on. Yeah, dude. Freaking Scorponok, man. Let's just put that one in. Freaking loving it. Loving it. It's what I do for Scorponok. Loving it. Yeah. Get some whiskey and Coke instead. I had that yesterday. Got one outside. Uh-oh. No apple screws in there. Oh, shoot. Freaking shoot, man. Alright. Might have an issue. Might have an issue. We're gonna find out. Okay. Nope. We're good. But maybe I put that piece in upside down. One of the back. Look at him! He's got it now. Oh. Love it. Alright. So, that is, hold on, there's still 2 screws left here. Hold on. Okay. One here. Oh yeah. And then one here. Come on. Oh my god, you idiot. Yep. Scanline Heroes merch. Make it happen. Yeah, dude. Guess who's got a new freaking hand? You do. You do. Okay. Before I start getting... You know what? Yeah, I don't think I care that much about that one. I don't. We're gonna open up this bad boy and we're gonna swap this little guy. And unfortunately I gotta do the same freaking thing that I did on the other one. And I gotta take all these screws out. Yep. Be nice if something was broken on this part. But it's broken on this part. Ooh, wheel. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Drop out, drop out. Oh, 2 pieces indeed. 2 pieces indeed. Alright. Okay. So here we go, a little Scorp. I'm gonna put you up there. This is all my stuff. My Scorponok. Mine. Take this part apart. Kind of cool, the engineering on stuff like this, you know. I feel like there was a big, I guess, you know, Transformer robots really started coming out in, I guess, the 70s or whatever like that. They weren't that cool. You know, I guess there's a nostalgia for, you know, some of the goofiness and basic, you know, just basic designs and all that stuff. But Transformers really upped it, you know. And they really kind of had really cool designs, really cool engineering. Kind of pretty neat. If you do ask me. I don't know if you do, but oh, there you go. Super chill stream. Thank you. I'll rank the Lost Boys. We'll all rank the Lost Boys, right, Slippy? If you want to see where we have other movies and stuff like that, you can go ahead and take a look at this. Did it work? I don't think that worked. Whoop. Doesn't work. Huh. Anyway. There's a link where you can watch stuff. Where you can look at it. There it is. Thanks, Slippy. I don't know why it's not working on here, but it's not. Alright, this is gonna go in the pile of I don't care. Alright. There we go. Oh, interesting. See, this one's 2 pieces. And that's the donor. Interesting. So I guess the more you play with it, the more it's apt to break into 2 pieces, Slippy. Okay, get out of here. I only want you. You get out of here. You get out of here. You get out of here. There it is. There it is. The new one. There it is. The old one. Get out of here. Get out. An embarrassment. Freaking embarrassment. Well, didn't mean for that to pop out, but it did. Put that back there. Put this here. Put the spring back in. Take this. Don't I need oh, get out of here. This is the idiot. This is the donor. Oh, that's right. This is mine. Oh god. Oh god. I'm gonna shove this in here. Just like this. Whoop, that other one popped out. Get out of here. Pretty cool stuff. So is Transformers done or what? That new movie, man. Kind of did a whole lot of nothing. Pretty crazy, if you ask me. Pretty crazy. I did something wrong. Which way does that piece go? Here it is. Terminator terminates. This way. Oh. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, so I can put this together now. Bink. Terminator 2 was a really good movie. Really good movie. I'm very upset about, you know, James Cameron and his, gosh, his Avatar fascination. Such a shame. That's literally all he's gonna end up doing is fucking Avatar. He's got such a legacy from so many, you know, movies. The Abyss was awesome. What happened? Why doesn't he have an... Oh god, I dropped that. Why doesn't he have an Abyss universe? You know? That would have been cool. Freaking Avatar of all the things. Interesting. These pieces. There we go. Oh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, God. Holy cow. Ugh. So is everybody loving Street Fighter 2 for PC Engine or what? Hope so. Alright, is this the back of the... Oh, jeez. Oh, a little something. A little action. A little action popped out at me. I don't know what that's from, but whatever. This is definitely the front. Definitely. Oh god. Alright. We have contact. A lot of fun. Not too many. Yeah, it's true. Aren't too many. Alright. Putting it in. Right there. Yeah, I got the you know, I have that game. I think it's pretty cool that the card is thicker than other, you know, hue cards. I kind of think that's pretty cool because back in the day, you know, I had a TurboGrafx, obviously. I've said it 1,000 times. So I had one back in 1990. I got it. And gosh, it's so nice. Yeah, anyway, I had one back in the day, and I remember thinking, you know, because people were there and everything, and, you know, oh, you can't fit the big games on these cards and stuff, and I was like, well, they could make it like a little bit bigger and stuff, and it's kind of funny that one day they actually did. So... interesting. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Where's the jam? Who knows? Yeah, good old Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2. See it? We love it, right? Do we love it? What's this going on there? We love it. Street Fighter 2. Let's take a look. Oh. What is this little thing? I don't know. I don't know what that's for. Street Fighter 2. All this fun stuff in here. Paraphernalia. The art was awesome. The art was cool. Look at them. Pretty good. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with like the American box art. That stuff was horrendous. Yeah, little puffy dude. You know, pretty cool. The only thing that gets me, it's like, yeah, it's a powerful system, somewhat, right? But what about like, why is it letterboxed? You know, it's like, come on, dude. They could have done better than that. So that's all I have to say about that. All right, so Scorponok is good to go. He's got all of his little parts and pieces and everything like that, right? So he's now good, right? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. He's got all of his little deals. However, he still cannot hold his shield nor his rifle. Why? Because that garbage is still freaking jammed up in there. Those freaking tabs. Look at that nonsense. So we're going to get that garbage out. So we get it out. Get that out. That should be an easy one. There we go. This should be an easy one. This is the one that just happened like, I don't know, a year or two ago or whatever like that. There you go. Gone. Done. Scorponok now can hold his shield properly. How hilarious would it be if it just snapped? You guys know that would be freaking hilarious. He doesn't have a head. I gotta put it here. Here it is. He has a little head. Oh, remember this? There you go. What's his strength at? Yep, strength. It's weird because his speed is down, but his strength and intelligence is pretty high. I mean, I guess because he has a big brain or whatever like that, but you think he'd be dumb. Yeah, big people are usually dumb, right? Is that what they say? Anyway, garbage. It's out of here. Sorry, Tab. This one's gonna be the fun one because there's nothing to grab whatsoever. Nothing. So, here we go. We're gonna drill. I feel like I'm pushing it in more. Oh, interesting fact. There's a hole on both sides. So, guess who doesn't need to do this? See? Always pays to look. Always. Because I can probably just pop it out. Look at that. That's been in there for probably like at least 20 years. Maybe even more. Probably like 30. Done. Slap this back on here. Oh my god, how does that go back on? That's freaking funny. That's some funny stuff right there. And that's it. Get him back. Get him back. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It's so crazy because for years I had no idea and I never looked. Never looked, but there you go. See, now we can hold it without even closing this freaking thing up. Bink. Scorponok. Ready to go. See? Put these on. Ah. He has another one in the back. Yeah. Good old Scorponok. And that is it. Another fix by your boy. There he is. I'm gonna put him down here so I can step on him when I'm done with the show. Oh, just fell over. Good. Awesome. And I'm gonna take this nonsense and put it back on this guy. And then this guy will probably be sold on eBay at some point in life, and that's it. So let's see what we have here. 6 button. Oh, 6 button. Yeah, it's a good game. Yep, that's it. Ta-da! Good game. Yeah, freaking killing it. All right, so here's the after party. I'm gonna try to, you know what I'm gonna do? This is gonna be fun. I have all the pieces here. I have no idea, aside from what you saw me do. You know, I guess I can remember where this stuff goes, but we're just gonna have some fun with it. It's like, the year is 1984. I am at the factory. They say, put this together to get it on the shelves. And I say, okay. They just give me a bunch of pieces. Let's do it. Look at that. Pieces upon pieces. Alright. If I'm not mistaken, the claws can go together first. Therefore, we're going to do all the people pieces. I don't want these. Don't want that. I think I need 2 springs. Oh, that's a heavy spring. That's definitely a different spring. Interesting. Okay. So those springs are for the green parts. These, I'm guessing, are for the hands. Let's do it. Do. No. No. This one, yeah. Nope. This one, yeah. Just like that. And that. What the heck is... That's the top piece. What's happening here? There we go. This piece goes in here. This piece goes here. That is crazy. You were born in 84? That's awesome. That's awesome. I feel like, oh yes, I do need something else here. I need that piece. Look at that. Boom. Done. Go ahead and put it together. Man, these screws were rusty on this bad boy. Oh my God. Freaking get in the hole. Alright. Alright. Done. Nice. I was born in July of not 1984. Cool. That guy's done. Oh, shoot. Holy cow. Ooh. Oh, Scorponok with your broken little tabs. You know? What can you do? What can you do, Scorponok? Nothing. Not much. Not much you can do. But you served your purpose. You really did. Let's see. These two pieces, this piece, and so might be a bit of an issue. Where on earth would the other arm piece be? I don't know. Definitely the sidebar. So we're gonna do that. Put these little funkadunks in. That's the front. That's the back. Oh, ha ha ha. We need a spring. I think was the spring on that part? Yes. Yes, it was. Yep. Oh. I messed something up. I got one more day off. That's right. What's the plan? Sadly, probably just laundry. But other than that, probably some Street Fighter 6. You know? Probably some Street Fighter 6. I think it's going to be pretty good. I didn't play it. A Monster Hunter, I'm guessing MH stands for. Is that correct? How did I not put that piece in? Put it on that one. I didn't put it on this one. Interesting. Huh. Putting it together for the future eBay buyer. Could have just thrown that piece away. Could have just done it, but I didn't. Bam. Never over tighten your screws. A lot of people like to over tighten screws. Don't do it. When it seats in there, you stop screwing it. That's the way it's done. Because you can strip plastic. It is never ending. Correct. Correct. I find it oddly satisfying when I do laundry and I go to empty the lint thing and am astounded by how much just junk is in there, you know? It's like, how are the clothes even still together with all of that like lint that pops out? I don't get it. I really don't. All right. That's that. That's that. Oh God, here we go. You know what? I might be able to do that. This. Uh-oh. Yes. No. That. Heck yeah. Like, it feels like it would be, and like it should end, because eventually there shouldn't be anything left of the freaking clothes. You wear white socks, Slippy? Alright, donor Scorponok. Here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there, and then I can finally get rid of you. Oh, yeah. Boom. Just like that. Cool. There's one. I don't know where the other one went. The other half of this is gone. Maybe it fell off the table? I'm guessing it had to. Yes, it did. Oh, you silly green shoulder piece. Found it. There. That's already together. I'm gonna put that there. Oop. This is an easy one because it's all in one piece. Therefore, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna put you down on your face. And we're gonna slap that right there. And we're gonna put you kind of there. And we're gonna do a little bit of that. Yeah, yeah. Rusty Screw. And Soundgarden made us make that song. Rusty Screw, I'm gonna break my rusty screw. It won't go in. Yep, yes it will. Alright. Seeing things. Yeah, oh, so, turns out, I'm on the last screw that I can see. I'm gonna have to kind of hunt for two more, because I know it definitely had all of the screws, but they ain't here. They ain't here. Oh, there's one. Now it's down to one. Usually there are parts left over, right? What happens when there aren't enough? Yeah, that's it. No. None in that. Oh, there's a little piece of Scorponok. None in there. Ah! Winner! Found it. Alright, well, guess what? I am done. Your night is over. Sayan's gonna play some Monster Hunter. Don't know if he's playing on here or not. Are you playing Monster Hunter on the thingy thing? On the Twitch? Who knows? Look at that. Boom. Ready for eBay. Later, dude. You're going on eBay. Yep. So. That's it. He's gone. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Well, whole bunch of tools I didn't use. But a few that I did, so it's cool. Now where the heck did the screwdrivers go? There it is on the floor. Alright. I do BNT think tonight. BNT. I'm assuming that's not like lol speak. Maybe it means I do believe no think tonight. Not. I was gonna say like maybe it was like an abbreviation. I do be not tonight think tonight. No. I do barnacle net thing think tonight. No. I do Brontosaurus. No. I don't know what it could stand for, but he said not. Anyway, have a good night. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for doing the thing. Tell Chris to come on back. You know, we got to get back in the bro mode. You know, so that's all there is to it. I guess we'll find out if he does. If he doesn't, I have no idea. But you know, hey, that's that. Yeah, I hope so, Grave. I hope so. It's little things that I've been meaning to do for literally years, and haven't had the opportunity to. So was like, hey, you know what? To change the pace, all that stuff. But you know, 2 weeks in a row, it should be more of a once or twice a year thing, as opposed to as often as it has, you know, been. You know, hey, you gotta treat streaming like a job. That's it. You know, I'm available all the time unless I'm away. That's just the way it works, right? So everybody yell at Chris. So have a good night, and you know, have fun playing Monster Hunter Saiyan. Yep, yeah. What was it? Sometimes I question your lack of commitment to Spark Emotion. What was the actual line? I think that might have been it, right? Man, what a good movie. Good night. Take it, and I'll, you know, hey, tomorrow is going to be the thing. Team Up Tuesdays, right? It's going to be fun. Let's see what else we got here for you. Yeah, you can find the YouTubes. You got the schedule. You want to do Redbubble? Fine, sure. Go ahead and get yourself some stuff. And then yeah, we got some cool stuff to rank. So thank you very much, and I'm gonna roll the credits. So goodbye. See you, Slippy. Where are the credits? No idea. No idea. Here they are.